Hi guys, and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with Rangers. Going to be taking on Livingston at the Tony Macaroni Arena just now in the Betfred Cup. Of course, a cup which we currently hold, so we're looking to retain that. Played them once already and beat them. They're in excellent form, but obviously playing at a lower level than ourselves. We're in inconsistent form, which I suppose is fair to say at the start of the season, but two of those games were against Roma, so pinch of salt. We're going to clear the team selection because it's still the Roma squad. We're going to be playing a bit rotated today. We're going to go on Ian Fulton. I'm actually going to take a look and see if any young prospects can play today. What about Tim Gallagher? Gordon Payton? No, honestly I don't think so. I don't think anybody in the youth team is worthy of a shot. So the right fullback will be Jordan Houston, who's starting to develop into a real good player by the looks of it. Still only 19 and this is season 3 now. The other centre-back, we're going to be playing Bruno Alves actually for a change, and he can partner Murray Wallace. And at left-back we'll go with Dimitri Mitchell. In the midfield we'll go with Ryan Jack, John McGinn, and Wayne Rooney. Why not? I still need Rooney to have a good game. O'Halloran can be the right winger. Why didn't that work? O'Halloran can be the right winger. Afif will play on the left-hand side there. And I guess Odsonne Edouard can start again up front. We're really looking to develop him. He's only 21 years of age, and I think he could become an absolute monster with game time. So substitute bench: Fodrigan, I suppose Jordan Thompson, Cardoso, Price, Herrera, Donis, and Bromer. Why not? Okay, there we. In fact, John McGinn can come off for Donis, and we're going to change him. We're going to play him as an attacking midfielder, but we're going to change it when we're actually into the game, so it doesn't mess up with our tactic. We should be winning this without any problem at all. Kick off, tactics, move him up, and trequartista. Rooney to Afif. Can we get a quick chance here? Afif tries to play it through to Edouard, who'd stopped the run. Ross Doohan now, of course, Celtic goalkeeper, possibly former. I'm not sure if he's moved on yet. Forward towards Macken, cut out by Wallace. Going to be picked up though by Bunn and Story. Back to Bunn. Now it's Martin, and there is going to be a chance, it looks like, at the start of the half. Martin to Bunn. Rangers players trying to get around him. Martin takes it into feet again, over the top. It goes towards Macken. It's going to drop for him. A huge chance. And Ian Fulton had to readjust his positioning there to make a good, strong save down to his right-hand side. And Livingston almost snatching the lead here at the very start of the game. Bunn, the corner out to Andy Sterling, whose shot is woeful, frankly. And Ian Fulton to take the kick. My God, all the action here haven't cut away at all from kick-off. Ian Fulton playing it forward on the right. O'Halloran competing. Longridge will nod it down to Macken. Macken to Sterling now. Oh, and there you go. It's going to end now. That was a bit weird. And chance for Rangers now just before 6 minutes. Mitchell whipping in that free kick. Far too deep. O'Halloran picking it back up though. Can't retain possession. Martin knocks it long. It's going to be easy for Bruno Alves to cut it out. Just goes back the way to Ian Fulton, the goalkeeper. Knocks it to Bruno Alves. And Houston forward to Jack. Ryan Jack to Donis Avdiaj. Martin cuts it out, plays it long. Cut out by Houston now. Mounting a bit of pressure. Rooney. Edouard. Avdiaj! What a finish that is. And this young man continues to impress. It's a great finish. 1-0 to Rangers at the Tony Macaroni. Dimitri Mitchell and Stephen Whittaker enter the books for their respective sides. I assume it's Stephen Whittaker. Wallace to Jack. Jack plays it back to Rooney. Tries to bend one. It is blocked. Comes back to Rooney. Afif. And Avdiaj puts it over. Looking for a good, confident victory today to set us up for that game against St Johnstone at Ibrox coming next. Keep getting obviously the notifications popping up there about Ryan Jack to come off, but we'll try and wait to half time. As Duhan goes long, Alves nods it to Avdiaj, plays it to O'Halloran, quickly to Odsonne Edouard, looking to his left, Afif cutting inside. It's a good challenge by Whittaker, but it will play in Avdiaj, and it is 2-0, 2 goals for the Kosovan, and on the half-hour mark, it looks to be over. Corner now, taken by Rooney, easily away by Halkett, I think that said. Jack picks her up, takes his time. Forward to O'Halloran. Take her on a man, slips her into the box, Longridge away. Mackin, sorry, can't keep it. Mitchell forward to Afif. Afif trying to take on his man, holds it up. Goes back the way. Wallace, Jack. Through for Edouard, Martin away though, Mullen picks her up, Mullen playing it for Mackin, easily cut out by Houston, who does very well tracking back. He can just go inside to Alves here if he wishes. He does indeed, Bruno Alves. Forward for Rooney, it's a decent ball, Rooney to Jack now. Forward to Avdiaj, running at them, plays it for Odsonne Edouard, it's a great ball, Edouard is the angle, too tight, just. Hits the post and away by Whittaker. But that's not the end of it, Mitchell throws it to Avdiaj. Plays it to Jack, nods it down to Rooney, back to Jack. To Afif, that's not a good ball. Whittaker back to Duhan, he launches it. It will be cut out though by Mitchell. Mitchell playing it into Rooney, holds it up, plays it to Jack. Now Afif and Avdiaj and Edouard. Oh, it's a poor finish by Odsonne Edouard. Five minutes till the break. Comfortable 2-0, could be more. And Livingston will definitely be ruining that early miss now. Oh, come on. Potential groin injury for the man with the brace. I suppose we'll bring on McGinn. We'll swap him with Rooney. Rooney can be an advanced playmaker in there, just in behind Odsonne Edouard. And we've actually played 50 first half minutes. Pleased with the performance, lads. Keep it going. We're going to take off Ryan Jack now. We'll bring on Jack Price. And I think we'll give Eduardo Herrera a half to play up front. He's had a torrid time with injuries, Herrera. He looked clearly our best striker when he was actually playing before, but he's had a couple of long term injuries, like you're talking 4 or 5 months he's been out at one period. So hard to come back from that, and he now finds himself obviously on the fringes. Morelos and Edouard much younger than him as well. As Mitchell delivers one into the box, it's headed away by Mackin. Story flicks it on, Mullen flicks it on, Harris challenging, Wallace away. Story nods it down though, picked up by Mullen. Pressure on him, good challenge McGinn. Herrera moves it quickly to Rooney. Rooney tries to go by Martin, who makes a brilliant challenge. Halkett away. Price though can hit one from here. He tries to pass it, it breaks to Rooney. Back to Price, in for O'Halloran, it's a good ball, O'Halloran, tight angle, right into the arms of Ross Duhan. As we go past the hour, not a lot of action now actually. Mitchell throwing it to Rooney, takes a decent touch, back to Mitchell, moves it to McGinn, and Rooney, it's easily away by Story. Price will pick it up now. Price for Mitchell, it's a good ball, Mitchell, acres of space. Cross goes in, it's easy for Duhan. And Ross Duhan will knock that one long. Bruno Alves commanding in the air, but it will go to Longridge. Bit of a sketchy touch, gets away with it. Cadden moves it to Mackin. Mackin coming forward now, plays it back to Cadden. Into the Rangers box. Cadden, and it's a hell of a finish by Nicky Cadden. And all of a sudden, game coming alive. Going to tell him to concentrate now. As Livingston pull a goal back. For a period of about 60 minutes, they'd done absolutely nothing, and Nicky Cadden, who only came on in the 62nd minute, has pulled a goal back for Livingston. 20 minutes left to go now in the game. As Ian Fulton lines up this long kick. O'Halloran trying to challenge, Longridge away, Mackin picks her up. Mackin looking for Mullen. It's a good ball. Mullen takes a touch. Mullen now tries to play it out to Cadden. It's easy for O'Halloran to cut out, but he's given it away to Bunn and Mackin and Mullen. And there's a chance here for Livingston to actually equalise. It's a brilliant challenge though by Murray Wallace. He plays it forward to Herrera. Takes a lovely touch. Come on, give us a third. Kill this. Herrera. Oh, Houston arriving on the overlap. Acres of space. In for a thief. Halkett away. McGinn down on the chest. McGinn to Price. Good challenge. It breaks to O'Halloran. Plays it in for Herrera. Takes a touch. Shoots! And it's put it wide. He has put it wide. He has to score that. Eduardo Herrera. Poor finishing. I'm not going to change the tactics here. We changed it against Dundee United and we ended up getting hit. Longridge throws it. It's headed away by Rooney. Knox moves it on. McGinn picks it up though. Ball to Afif is a good one. Afif forward. It's a shitey ball from Afif though. Gallagher plays it to Whittaker. Dilly-dallying Whittaker. Afif does well. He'll move it on for Herrera. It's too far in front of him. He's not going to get that. Martin back to Duhan now. And this is kind of what happened against Dundee United, where it was just kind of each of us giving away possession. Bruno Alves' header to Afif now. And Mitchell, just go central. Go central. Mitchell now being closed down, goes all the way back to Ian Fulton. And do you know what? I don't have a problem with that versus giving the ball away. Long by Fulton. Knox heads it on though. Harris will pick it up. Harris against Mitchell. It's into Mullen. Can put it through. Knox is in and shoots. And there it is. It's exactly like it was against Dundee United. We keep giving it away. They get it back and they go score. And from 2-0, Boston the game, it's now 2-2. And we do this far too often. Alves forward for O'Halloran. Cut out by Cadden. Livingston now in a buoyant mood, trying to actually win the game, would you believe? Bruno Alves moving it forward to McGinn. McGinn moves it on for Herrera. Decent ball. Herrera takes it down. One track mind. Oh, for fuck's sake. Honestly, might as well go back to Mexico at this point. Hopeless, absolutely hopeless from Eduardo Herrera. And Livingston have had the same number of shots on target as we have. Soak that in for a minute. It's aggressive, not happy. What the hell are you playing it? Show some passion out here. Herrera to Wallace now, across to Bruno Alves. Bruno Alves to Price. 21 shots to 11, but only 7 on target to 5. Not exactly done brilliantly in that regard. And honestly, when Avdiaj went off, it turned. It really did. 2 substitutes have done us. Knox and Cadden. We're going to have to demand more in this second half. I'm not going to throw it into overload because God knows we'll end up getting caught. Wayne Rooney now injured. 10 minutes left. It looks like extra time is going to pass without incident. No shots on target from either side in extra time. And we're going to penalties. So Rooney will take one. O'Halloran will take one. Alves will take one. Herrera, I'm no fucking touching Herrera. McGinn will take one. And Mitchell will take one. Then after that, if we need it, it'll be Wallace. Then it'll be Price. And then it really doesn't matter after 7, does it? Wayne Rooney steps up. Come on, Rooney. Show us a bit of class and quality. Wayne Rooney scores 1-0. Honestly, I don't believe I'm sitting here watching penalties after that 2-0 lead. As Mullen steps up now for Livingston, up against Ian Fulton. Can the young man be a hero? It's Mullen, and it's in. 1-1. Tony Macaroni Arena's bouncing. As O'Halloran steps up now. What's their goalkeeper called? Oh, it's Duhan. So O'Halloran, and he scores. Confident penalty, high into the left-hand side of the net. 100% so far in the shootout. Nobody's missed. The Story goes up against Ian Fulton now. Story to draw level, and it's saved! Or hit the post, whatever, who cares, they missed. As Bruno Alves steps up, just bust the net, man. Just bust the net. Put Duhan into the net with it, I don't care. Bruno Alves stepping up, nice camera angle for this one, and it's just under the goalkeeper's arm. And if Whittaker misses this one, you feel that it's only a, really should be over. If they miss 2, as Whittaker steps up, Against Fulton, Whittaker, and it's in. Fulton gets near-ish as McGinn steps up. Hasn't really happened for him so far as a Rangers player. Just keep your composure, son. John McGinn against Ross Doohan. And it's McGinn, and it's in. It's a lovely finish right into the bottom corner there. 4 for 4 so far. And Livingston now need to score these final 2 penalties. Miss either one and it's over regardless of what we do. As Knox steps up now. Knox, of course, has scored the equaliser. He's responsible for this shootout even taking place. It would be harsh if he was the one to miss and blow it, but I hope he does miss and blow it. He's also the one responsible for my players having to play an extra half hour and being gubbed for playing St Johnstone. And it's Matthew Knox to keep Livy in the game, and it's in. It's a hell of a penalty, actually. I think Ian Fulton got a fingertip to that, and it still went in. And now it's the other way around. It's Rangers shooting to win. It's Mitchell stepping up. Come on, young man. Mitchell against Doohan. Score this, and Rangers are through despite that shambles of a last half hour. It's Mitchell to spare the blushes, and he's just about done it. Scored all 5 penalties. At least we can keep some composure at some point, but they're going to assertively be told that we get away with that. That is not good enough. A couple of them reacting badly, but you cannot be 2-0 up against lower league opposition and end up relying on penalties as our starlet is out for 5 to 6 weeks with a groin strain. Rooney out for 2 to 3 days. Why could that not have been the other way around? 1 to 2 days for a Afif. And the Cadiz boss was watching Bruno Alves. Please just take him. In fact, where are we here? Tracking Bruno Alves. Wanted. 3 teams want him. Just somebody take him, man. 375k and he's yours. With 2 bids, hopefully there for Bruno Alves. Yep, offers for Alves. 215k. We'd have to keep paying him 5k, or we'd have to keep paying him 7.5. Do you know what? I'll keep paying him 5k. I don't care. Just get rid of that 13 grand he takes out of the wage budget every week. He can go away to China and make himself a fortune. Well, that was sketchy. I think we start Morelos against St Johnstone. I don't think Edouard has had a confident enough start to the season. Sure, he's got a couple of goals, but he's had about 10 chances for every one that he's actually converted. I'd be interested. Wait, why are Panathinaikos through? Did they score against Aberdeen late on? Yep, they ended up getting a 1-1. 90 plus 4, that is brutal. McAdams expects to be loaned out. Fine, let's try. Loan him out. Ithami is at Motherwell on loan. And he beat Hibs under 20s. Is he down in League 1? I think he is actually. Yeah, Motherwell are in League 1. So Ithami, who we brought in to help us try and challenge Celtic, is now playing League 1 football. Think about that one. No offers for McAdams. Shame. Now we're against St Johnstone. We need a confident result here, because if we go to Easter Road in poor form, we'll get battered. We won't even, it's not even like we'll get a draw and we won't manage to win. We'll get gubbed if we go to Easter Road in poor form. Now, Hibs are at Tannadice today, a 5-2 Dundee United win. If Dundee United keep continual strong form at Tannadice, then it won't be that bad that we drew up there. But we need to get some momentum going against St Johnstone before we play Hibs. What are the fitness tests saying? Henderson's not ready to play, sadly. 6-1-2 against St Johnstone. So hopefully we can beat them here at Ibrox. Fodringham's actually going to be the goalkeeper just now. We'll go with Gamboa, Cardoso, Fernandez, Oliveira. We're going to have to go with, I guess we're going to go Jack, McGinn and Burjonas. On the right it will be O'Halloran. On the left it will be Afif, who is just about okay to play. And up top it will be Alfredo Morelos, as we say, taking out Odsonne Edouard. On the bench, Fulton, Wallace, Houston, Mitchell, Price, Edouard and Herrera, I guess. And that'll be the lineup. Again, St Johnstone, are they going to go 4-4-2? I believe that's what they normally do. 4-4-1-1. Assertively, I expect nothing but a win. And that has motivated Ryan Jack and Michael O'Halloran. Good. We need good performances all round today. I'd like a clean sheet for a change. As Fernandez plays it to Jack, moves it on to Morelos, takes a nice touch. He's got a nice early lead here. It's a good challenge by Murray Davidson. It breaks to Afif. Good start in the front foot. El Massani. El Massani is playing with a knock today, so hopefully they'll be vulnerable down that side as Quitongo plays it to Witherspoon. We don't get tight enough though. He can pick a long ball to Skugel. Skugel up against a central defender. Defender doesn't stay with him, but Skugel can't quite score, and it's an early warning sign that we're still shocking at the back. As Dervit plays her away, Gamboa picks her up. This isn't going to be a goal. It's just going to be blazed over the bar or something. As Jack plays it to Gamboa. Looking to whip it up against two. Whips it in, and it's one of those things where it just kind of bounces off the post. I'm starting to suss what the highlights look like and whether they're going to be a goal or not, which always disappoints me. It always sucks on FM. When you suss out what they look like, as Oliveira blasts that free kick over the bar. I've never thought that was going to neither. Afif approaching that sub 70 condition now. Not good, man. We're maybe going to have to change up the tactics in the second half. Not really created much. Xander Clark will kick it long. Headed away by about 3 Rangers players. Murray Davidson picking it up now. Blair Alston out on the right to Witherspoon. Good challenge by Afif. Oliveira to Barjonas, back to Afif running at them, playing it for Morelos. It's easily cut out. Morelos somewhat wins it back. Afif picks up the loose ball now. Plays it to O'Halloran now on the right hand side. Can he get a ball across? O'Halloran puts it in. It's easily away by Dervite, and Davidson has acres of space round about him to pick a ball forward for Quitongo, who brings it down. Possible counter on for Saints. Jack wins it back though. McGinn. And Barjonas now, Jack is there, plays it out for O'Halloran, not a good one. O'Halloran jumping, headed away. Ryan Jack picks her up though, not a good touch from him. Skugel nicks it. Here's Quitongo, and here comes the counter. Quitongo forward for Skugel, dusts Cardoso, can cut this back. Blair Alston, Fernandez with a block, but there's Jay Quitongo. It's 1-0 St Johnstone. Gonna have to tell him to push forward here. This is not good. After pumping Kilmarnock, we all of a sudden can't kick our arse. I wonder if this is the Roma games just crushing us. Because I struggle to explain it otherwise. As Hodgson throws it to Witherspoon. Witherspoon back to Hodgson. Hodgson knocking it long down the right hand side. Quitongo has acres of space. Where's the defence? As Quitongo puts it in, Skugel arrives and it's just past the post. And honestly, where is the defence down the left hand side there? Horrible performances to a man today. And we go in at half time, lucky to be 1-0 down. And we're going to have to get desperate in the second half. Obviously, blast them. I'm not even going to explain that one. Barjonas is going to have to come off. He's coming off for Odsonne Edouard. It's a shame you can't play 4 strikers. I suppose Price can come on for Afif. It's 4-3-3 again. Odsonne Edouard, of course, target man support. O'Halloran, false 9. Morelos, advance forward at the moment. Herrera's obviously waiting in the wings to come on as well if Morelos doesn't do the business. And we're going to start going more direct after about 60-65 minutes if we don't see something. Try and use big Odsonne up there. Xander Clark with the goal kick now, knocks it long. Quitongo heads it down. Come on, Cardoso, what are you there for if you're not winning headers? It's out wide. Easton. Elmasani, Davidson to Alston and Skugel and Quitongo, and honestly we look terrible today. Hodson, acres of space for Witherspoon to pick a pass for 2-0, 2-on-1 in the middle. Quitongo fouled Penn. And it's a penalty now to make it 2-0 Saints. Murray Davidson versus Fodringham. Davidson, Fodringham, oh my god, it goes right through him. It goes right through Wes Fodringham, and all of a sudden we are in overload territory. Shambles. Absolute shambles here. Can't believe this. Look at the ratings. Morelos 6.4, O'Halloran 6.5, Oliveira 6.4, Gamboa 6.3. I mean, Jesus. 2-0 down at Ibrox here. Shh. I'm not even going to say it, but it's been a poor start to the season. McGinn, what is McGinn doing? Just sitting there? Over the top. Fernandez picks it up now. Cardoso launches it. Morelos gets it. Morelos moves it on for Edouard now. Odsonne Edouard to O'Halloran. Tries it first time. Why is he trying it first time? Miles wide of the post. And there you go again. Look at that statistic. 1 on target. And they're taking the piss. Andy Halliday's on. Quitongo bullying our defenders again. Alston to Davidson. 3-on-2 there, and they look like they've got the extra man. Alston out to Andy Halliday. McGinn wins it off Skugel. Cardoso knocks it long. Morelos pinches it there. Morelos has O'Halloran going. O'Halloran touch this time. He takes it far too early again, O'Halloran. I'm going to take O'Halloran off for Herrera. And we've got 25 minutes to score 3 goals here. Or 2 just to avoid defeat. Witherspoon's corner now. Skugel! Oof, it's nearly 3-0. Halliday picks it up, returns it to the danger, and Eduardo Herrera hacks it clear. Push forward, please. No, we're not going to do it. We've got 9 minutes. As Oliveira's throw to Edouard now. Takes a touch, turns, plays it into the box. McGinn, don't know who that was to. Halliday away. Gamboa returns it to the danger. Jack jumps, keeper fumbles. Penalty, somehow. And would it not just sum up the day if we missed the penalty? I think it's Morelos. It's Morelos to take against Sander Clark. And we did miss the penalty. Oh, what can you do? Honestly, what can you do? Corner now. McGinn puts it in. Cardoso flicks it on. Away by Shaughnessy. Herrera in. Edouard. What the fuck was that? And it's blocked, and Halliday will clear. Gamboa forward. Away by Davidson. Dow will pick it up. Is this no surely the end of this? Come on, man. How long is this highlight going to last? Price for Morelos. Still don't think we'll score here. Morelos way too wide. Whips it in. Fumbled, and Herrera puts it in. And we've got it just over 5 minutes to try and get another. A glimmer of hope up, allegedly. I still don't even think it is a glimmer of hope. No, we're literally into added time now. Let's just... I'm literally just going to move everybody up one. I have no idea if that's going to do anything. I doubt it. That's the kind of thing you do when you're like 13, but we're at that stage now, sadly. Shoot on sight, lump the ball into the box, higher defensive line. And it's done absolutely nothing. St Johnstone comfortably seeing out the added time. And it's a loss at Ibrox. And what I was saying last episode about writing off that Dundee United game is no big deal. That's not going to happen now. It's a pattern officially. as Easton will clear and the referee blows for full time. It is a pattern. We cannot win a game now. We couldn't beat Livingston, having been 2-0 up. We couldn't beat Dundee United, coming from 1-0 down to lead 2-1, and we've just been smashed by St Johnstone. Let's be honest about it. We were fucking dreadful there. A couple of the lone boys. I don't even care about the lone boys. I don't give a shit about the lone boys right now. That is a shocking performance. And do you know what? I usually try and keep this somewhat PG. I don't usually swear a lot and stuff, but I am fucking raging right now. We just were an absolute mess of a team and absolute fucking tatters. Honestly, I'm concerned this season. I really am. Because we started out there when we beat Kelly. I thought, you know what? We're going quite well. We beat Beersheva comfortably. We gave some decent performances against Roma, but honestly, the 3 domestic games since that Kilmarnock game, we have been abysmal. We deserve to go out to Livingston. We've absolutely robbed them. St Johnstone gubbed us, and Dundee United, I mean, what can you say? Dundee United, we turned it around and we gave it away again late on. There's not really much more to say in this one. This has been a shocker of an episode. If anybody ever has any queries as to whether or not these get replayed, whether or not I'm actually uploading the actual results as it happens live, or if I record these multiple times, let's point to this episode as a clear indication. This is actually how it goes down. I do not replay these or anything. This is how it goes up. Shocking performance, and honestly the team is in tatters, and I am dreading going to Easter Road next episode. But that is when I'll see you next, guys. Hopefully I'll be in a bit of a better mood after that episode, but this has been a shambles, and I fear the Easter Road trip, but I will see you then.